Hey everybody, how's it going? It's
Hey,
Bizz, and the
what's
actually here.
what's cracking, y'all? Sorry, I missed you guys. I shouldn't have left you. I had to deal with stuff.
Yeah, no, it's totally all right, man. Gina helped me the couple weeks back, and I was just fine by myself last week. But I mean, you got to take care of your family first, and stuff's going on with your mom and all that. But
Yeah,
yeah, you were saying that she got COVID, right? And
yeah, man. So alongside with her being in the hospital, visiting her was, we were doing that daily. So my sister would do it in the morning while I was at work, and then when I get off work and drop off kids, I would do it in the afternoon. If by chance I couldn't do it in the afternoon, my sister would go back in the afternoon, so somebody would be up there. But my auntie also kicked in; she would go up there. My cousin, he would go up there on the weekend, and she would have a rotating amount of people that would go up there, which would brighten her spirits. But at the same time, since she's so um, aloof with the memory, she would keep asking them why she's there. Or some days she know exactly where she is. She always remembers us though. Like she never asks who we are. It's just why am I here? Did y'all know I was here? Why y'all have me? Or sometimes she thinks she's at home. Like why are these people in the house? Who's in the kitchen? And I'm like, Mom. And like that's the part that pains me because
yeah,
just working and stuff like with students and stuff is just my patience is just fried. So it's hard for me to tell mom the same thing like 12 times. Like I can only spend so much time. And I'll be like, look, mom, I just have to come back. But my my kids were able to go up there and see their grandma and be there and she recognized them and she was happy to see them. But now with COVID, we had to not be able to see her for 10 days. We think that she got it while she was doing uh, uh, physical therapy. They said some guy in there end up contracting it or not contracting, end up testing positive, and they decided to test everybody who was in the area. She tested positive. She's had all her vaccine shots. So the only thing I think that she was saying is that she really couldn't taste too much, but other than that, she was still kicking. So that's going to be lifted on Thursday. So Thursday, family will be able to come back. So so far so good. So
yeah. And I've still never gotten it as far as I've known. So
mhm.
I'm banking on that. Man,
Yeah,
I'm glad she's doing okay. As it is. Um, and every day's a new day. But
yeah, yeah, for sure.
let's take a minute and see who's in chat here. We got Chewy with Lunatic Fringe and Patrick Hardy and
Yeah, PR, what's up, man? Chewy was good.
Only Oscars. How you doing?
Only Oscars was cracking. Only
S.
Oscars. Did you get your package from me? I want to say you said yeah, but I want to make sure.
And then we got Gina's Reef, the fantastic Gina's Reef.
Yes, yes, yes. The beautiful and wonderful Gina's Reef,
And
who
then
helps me with more than just fish.
we got a name here that I've never seen before, Seth Brittingham. Great to see you here. Uh, Subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and be sure to check out Fishy Business channel too. Um,
Oh,
then we got Misfit Reptiles and Aquatics. How you doing, Brennan? Great to see you. Great to see you. Richard Reynolds is here. Elizabeth Florida Fish Rescue is here. Brian with Motor City Aquatics is here. Mountaintop Fish, great to see you. Pet
Patrick.
Zotics, how's it going, Diego? All right, I think I'm at the bottom of chat now. Great to see everybody in here. Um, Man, I've been digging out my pond like crazy, and I've been hitting some really really, really big roots, and I
Oh,
took a picture of it, and
that's rough. Did you call St. Louis ground and whatever so you don't get in trouble?
no, no, but like this is there
Holy
we go. So this is
snap!
where I'm at right now, and like you can see this root like up in like here. So then
Oh
I took a
God,
closer picture of it. The root is like huge,
damn, that's dope though.
and so I'm having to like dig like extra far down, and then I'm gonna like cut the root, and then I'll just kind of bury it back over and stuff. Because I'm so far down to where the ground is like turning into clay, and it's actually like moldable. So I'm just like sitting in there, and like if you kind of see in the picture, it's like smooth in a lot of areas. So
I thought those were steps. I was
that's
like,
kind of what I'm creating is like
okay,
steps
all right,
within the
that's
pond.
dope, man. Oh my God, you didn't reach bedrock. Look, those people are going to come and find the hell out of you. Nobody has to know.
No, my
It was already
camera will
like this.
refocus. Come on, camera, focus. Whatever. Anyway, I look fuzzy. So, Christopher Medeiros, great to see you here. Please hit the like button on the way in. Yes, yes.
It's cracking, Chris.
So there was a Maasai swap today, huh?
Hell yeah. Look, people, I'm supposed to be on prom duty like, oh, this is probably somebody now. Like an hour ago. We got a chaperone prom. I don't know. They always want the cool teachers to come chaperone prom, but you know, I normally do it, but I really wasn't feeling it. But they still had me on the list. But I am going to. We had a Mozzie swap today, and the reason why I said that is because I told Danny I was gonna. He wanted to know what I got, and I said I want to do it on the live before I do the prom thing. So I want to do this, and then I'm a jet out, and I'm gonna leave it to Danny's capable hands, Mr. Glassbox Hero himself. So I'm doing a video on it, and so the 75-gallon got 4 new fish. When I know I said that after I got Danny told me to get this blue sapphire right here, that it was
Oh,
going to.
it's doing good, huh?
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty sweet. Let me turn down the brightness. Maybe that'll help. So I know I said, the blue sapphire was not, going to be not going to be the deal, but um, in the back there, I have some beautiful dragon blood cichlids, and
Oh
they
yeah.
they are colored up nicely. So I got 2 of those for like $5. And then I got Jesus, John.
Oh, that Jacob Freeburgie right up front is looking really good too.
Yep, and that yellow lab. I have him and the other one's over here.
Oh yeah, there.
So very nice popping colors, looking great.
That one yellow lab has some fat lips.
Yeah, he does.
Looking more like a Kenyi or something.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You know what? And they might be. I don't know. I know yellow labs are in Bunas, but I haven't seen them this big.
I have a yellow
And this
lab
rough.
right here in mine too, with like my peacocks and haps and stuff. And they honestly say that yellow labs are the most like peacocky of like if you're gonna mix some Mabuna in with a peacock tank, like do
Yeah.
yellow labs.
Yeah, they're not as crazy insane as the rest of the group.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that doesn't stop I got 2 compressor cells. I got a Calvis for my compressor sep tank, and I got another gold head from Midwest Tropical from Warren Crabtree. I also saw Lady Diane there, and oh, that's Christopher. Good. I'm glad you got the towels, bro. Um, I saw Lady Diane
Great to
there,
see you,
and
Funk.
she grabbed her some plants and some more stuff too, if she jumps in the chat. But I got a beautiful, about 4-inch Calvis, dotted up, very nice, and a nice size gold head. And when I was putting them in the tank and filling up the tank and acclimating them, I look on the ground and I see that a gold head had hopped out the tank, which is just, that sucks to see your fish all dried up and on the ground.
Oh,
Those are some pretty expensive fish, but I got a guy that lets me get them. So I, I end up with replacing one instead of adding two. It seems like, so that sucks. The 60-gallon received three bristle nose plecos, some beautiful reds. They look really good. Um, and they also received two tiger severums. And I'm gonna grow these severums up right now. They're about 4 inches. I'm gonna grow them out, and I'm filling up and decorating my 55-gallon. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the severums in there, and I'll probably put those two bikers that I got from the co worker at school. If you guys were able to see that video, coworker gave me two Senegal bikers. They're about 4 inches each. They are currently in my cichlid juvenile tank, the 40-gallon at the school. So before summer vacation, I'll probably sell those juvies to one of the LFSs around here, and I'm gonna start over with an empty 40-gallon. I'm gonna bring the bikers home, and I may put them back in the 40, depending, on what I feel like, because I want the kids to have a different look. I'll get a new group of freshmen in, and the freshmen that are going to be sophomores may have me again for biology, which is their sophomore class. So the ones that have me their freshman year may get me again. So they'll have a couple of different looks.
nice.
That's it, man. That's like 11 fish,
That's,
$140.
that's a lot of fish, man.
Yeah, man. I
Great
I
swap, huh? And then there's an auction tomorrow.
auction tomorrow, but I'll be driving to Memphis, so I won't be there.
Going to Memphis.
Yeah. I've got to help my cousin get ready for his wedding, so I got to go get fitted for a tux, and he is cleaning out his house. The dude is a Jordan fanatic, so me and Uncle Turkey, aka Terry, brother Brownfly, who is cousin Terry. You guys may have seen him in the video at Art of Aquaria. He's the one that um, told me about Art of Aquaria, downtown St. Louis fish store that I did a tour in. And also, he told me about Aqua World, which is also down there. So, me and him are riding down there on a turnaround trip, 6 o'clock in the morning. These kids only get my time for like 2 hours. I was like, you guys better dance and party like it's 1999, which I'm pretty sure you guys have never heard of because you guys suck and are young and into some BS music. But yeah, we'll be doing that. I got to get some rest so I can get my travel on.
Yeah. But you also got to go chaperone some prom.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna go get G'd up real quick. Shirt, tie, get it cracking real quick, and head on downtown. I think they're at Windows on Washington. one of those Washington gallery looky. It's probably gonna be nice. I know it's gonna be nice. And you know what I like about going to proms is the kids that have their pants halfway off their ass all year. You could tell that they have some maturity and some scruples by the time they become a senior and they start looking the part. They look. This is your one time to see them look and act different. Like
Yeah.
I can see you leaving high school and doing something with your life because these last 3 years, I thought you were just trash.
Oh man. So my senior prom, I was already in the military. I had already gone through basic training if my junior year summer before.
Mm,
And so I went in my dress greens, had like my little like private on there, like
okay.
2 or 3 little ribbons, and that was. Much it.
Okay.
But then somebody else from the other school, so I went to Lutheran North, and so
Mhm.
like our proms were Lutheran North and Lutheran South together. Somebody
Really?
from Lutheran South, their like boyfriend was in like JROTC. So
Right.
he had like dress blues and all these like fancy like fake ribbons and stuff that didn't really mean anything or whatever, but it's JROTC stuff. So
Oh,
it made me, the real army person, like look bad. It
that's
was absolutely
terrible.
ridiculous. But I was still very happy in my uniform. I had a hot date. It was pretty great. But yeah, it was just like, really, dude, like a JRTC bullshit. I'm actually in the army. Excuse me.
Yeah, I see. We have the ROTC Blues and Sergeant Master Sergeant. He has them at attention and they're doing their thing, and I'm like, man. But when they're out of uniform, they got the hot pink hair and the fake net. Like they got the whole thing. I was like, man, you look like a totally different person when you put your uniform on. Like, what's up with that? My prom though, oh my god, we had it at Christian Northeast Hospital. They have a ballroom floor underneath the hospital. Actually, was pretty dope. The
Yeah.
the shouts out to our decorators and our senior representatives or whatever, whoever did it. Really was nice. I had a prom date that I actually had called my girlfriend. Like we were actually kind of like doing stuff before, like I would take her to school and stuff like that. And she comes up with like we had African American experience studies together, and I sit behind her. I saw a hickey on her neck, and I didn't put it there, and I was like, "Yo, what's that?" And I just touched her, like I was like, "What is that?" And I just kept poking her in the neck. Yo, what's that? Yo, like what you got going on, B? And she was like, "Oh, that's nothing." I was like, "Yeah." And this was like 4 days before prom. We were supposed to get it popping. And I said, "You know what? No prom for you. It's over. I'm done. You're done. You're canceled." And
Kansas.
luckily, there was a girl at church that liked me. And I called her up and I was like, "Yo, would you like to go to prom? I know it's in like 3 days. I'm wearing red and black. I have the vest. Woo. You think you could find something?" Like, and her mom like really dug me. So she's like, she'll get something. We'll get something for her. I think it'll be great. Woo, woo, woo. And I went to prom with another girl in 3 days of letting the girlfriend loose. So
Dude, that's some like high level, like high value shit right there.
yeah, yeah, it's gangster. Then of course,
I was a
after you
nerd
go
in
to
high
prom,
school.
you
I'm a nerd now.
you you take them to Six Flags and stuff like that. So yeah, yeah, it was a whole thing. Love
Yeah.
me some church girls. Yeah, man. So I'll take my leave, Danny. Appreciate it. You be easy,
Have fun at prom getting all those kids. Don't let any of them leave early now.
man. I'll let them do whatever they want to do. I don't care. Whatever. Uh, chat. Mad love to you all. Appreciate you guys. I'll be back in full effect next Saturday with more stories and more fun with Glassbox Hero, aka Danny Weshy. I keep getting calls and ignore them. I gotta answer one of them. I'll talk to you all later, man. Be
Later,
easy.
Drew.
I'll see y'all Monday.
Kia ora, fish kid. Elon Musk. Harrison is in the house. And thanks for joining us, actually, Aquafunk. It's great to see you. Yeah, Six Flags. Is that what you call it? Yeah, so, man, why won't my camera, like, refocus? Maybe if I get my microphone. Focus on my face. I don't know. Camera's being stupid. But anyway, yeah, Six Flags is they have them in a couple different areas. I think, don't you have a Six Flags down in Texas even? But it's like a Warner Brothers themed amusement park. So they have like the Batman ride and the Mr. Freeze and the Superman like swing thing, and oh no, the Superman is one of those drop things where you sit in the chair and it drops you really far down and all that stuff. Yeah, well, I mean, you can pronounce my first name, but you always struggle with my last name, so that's why I kind of took it off of my YouTube as well. Yeah. It's all right, Aquafunk. I understand that that's sometimes how it is, and that's why you can't, wait for the notifications. It's really interesting. So I don't know how many of you use Discord, but on Discord, the My Fish Tanks Aquatics channel, he actually has a section where anytime somebody goes live, it shoots out a notification exactly when, so you can just click the link. So like right before me was Rico Stan doing his focus on Shanna, and who knows, maybe he's still talking to Shanna and all that stuff. I don't know, but we shall see. Either way, like it's kind of nice to have that. You can tune in or you don't have to tune in. No, that's not why I changed my YouTube name, but like it is kind of like it's nice to actually have like an official YouTube name or whatever now that kind of encompasses everything. So. I do get, yeah, I have a hard time picking up sarcasm through text for sure if you're talking to me. Yeah, I don't get sarcasm through text at all. It's definitely a struggle, That's why it's like it's kind of nice to have emojis now, because you can say something that sounds mean, but you put like the smiley face with it or whatever, so they know you're being like sarcastic or facetious or whatever, But yeah, it's definitely like I have enough, social interaction problems as it is. Like text definitely makes it worse, though. For some reason, I prefer text. I definitely don't like to talk on the phone. It's just weird talking. Lasbo's heroic. All right, Harrison. It's pretty cool. You got the same name as Harrison Ford. So just don't grow up to be exactly like Harrison Ford, though. I like him as an actor for sure, but he's kind of a douche outside of that, like, well, at least he's very solitary, he just doesn't want other people around and all that stuff. It's kind of funny to see him interact with other people. Big Tank Hank Glass Box Hero. Yeah. So, yeah, went out and did some yard work today and was checking out some of my plants and stuff. I already got some blueberries growing, which is nice. And hey, oh, wait. Almost got my camera to actually focus now. Man, ain't that the truth? Like, you make a joke and people think you're serious. And then you're serious and people think you're joking. And, Gina, I did the same exact thing. I'll just be driving, listening to KC95. And then that good old Ballroom Blitz comes on. And it's like, I start, singing the duckweed dance or whatever else, And I'm working on another. Well, I got more than a couple parodies in mind. Is this, I got to really get in the right mindset to like sit down and write them. I have one pretty much all the words done, at least in my head. But the song is going to be like 75% in German. So I got to like, basically just translate it into German, which isn't that difficult to do. But, since I can, translate it to German, I can basically just make the phrases like very direct and serious or whatever. And when I translate it, it actually ends up sounding really cool for the song. And that's pretty much the only hint you're going to get as to far as what that song is going to be, knowing that it's going to be like 75% in German. I mean, I kind of narrow some stuff down. And then, I got several other songs that I've been thinking about doing. Maybe, Gina, maybe. And there's other songs I've been thinking about doing, and it's like the more I listen to the radio, the more it's like I kind of get some ideas in my head. But it's not just about like, making the song or whatever. It's got to like be kind of funny, but also relatable, and also kind of tell a story to actually be, good. If you just sit there and just like say random words or whatever, it's not actually any good. Yep. He's got to get all set up. I mean, you got like a whole half hour, but I get that. I'm pretty boring, so you can go ahead and leave Aquafunk. I see how it is. Thanks for, stepping in for the little bit. It was great to actually see it here, And I understand the notification thing is kind of dumb. You got to compete with a lot of other people, and when people don't, I don't steadily put out videos, so people don't sit there and like steadily watch my channel every day. So I don't, fill up the algorithm. That's just kind of how it is. And I am on full acceptance with that. You get what you give. I don't necessarily put an extravagant amount of time and effort into my YouTube channel because I got a lot of other things that I got to do to just keep myself alive, and got to keep working, and I got projects that I'm working on, but it's like I got so much limited time, so you get what you give. I'm no Joey, and I'm not these other, like, I don't sit there and just have videos reviewing other people's videos or things like that to where I can just pop out content like crazy. Kimberly Holtz, great to see you here. I want to see, is there anybody else that I kind of missed to like saying hi? I said hi to Big Tank Hank. I thought I saw a couple other people. Crypt Keeper Aquatics and Crown Tail Half Moon and New Local Austin. Jimmy P. It's great to see a lot of different people in here, whether you're coming and going. It's all good. Yeah, I'm really excited to see how my yard continues to evolve. I put my lemon tree out into the yard now, and I did a lot of like trimming and stuff like that. So I just love to watch all my plants grow, and I've always really just been into gardening and taking care of nature, and like that's just what I feel like my real job is in this world, is to I take care of nature, and I just don't feel like I have enough time to do it as much as I want to. And but I love watching how my yard continues to grow and evolve. And I hacked back my blackberries a lot today because like they grew so crazily massive last year, so I don't want them to completely take over. But my raspberries that I planted this year, they're already like 3-4 times as big as they were a week or two ago when I planted them. I think it was just last week when I planted them. And my gooseberry bush, it's really small still. It's only about like the size of a basketball, maybe, the entire little bitty bush. And it's got little flowers and stuff on it, so I might actually have some gooseberries this year, which would be cool. I planted 2 red currant bushes this year. One doesn't really seem to be doing anything. The other one did, like the original growth like died off, but now it has like new little bitty micro leaves growing. So that's coming back. So next year or the year after that, I'll at least have some red currants, which will be nice. I'm just trying to grow as many berries as I possibly can, and eventually get back into like making mead and stuff like that. Because I got some practice in doing it, but I wasn't doing it the way like I really truly wanted to do it. I was more doing it just to get the practice in doing it, and to kind of experiment a little bit with some different flavors. But the way I really want to make mead is to just grow all my own fruits and get like my own honey from my own like honeybees and stuff like that. But I don't think I really have enough time to take on bees. But luckily my sister has bees, so I can at least get honey from her. And my sister has a lot of Missouri's local plants and elderberries and stuff like that in her yard, just like I do. That's actually where I got my elderberries from. So it's pretty much the honey that I would have in my own yard anyway. So that's kind of what my goal is to, do that. And then what I really want to do too is grow like all the different herbs and things that I would need to basically so I'm not sure if I've talked about this on like a live stream or not. And I almost don't want to necessarily reveal it because I don't want anybody to necessarily steal my idea. But I mean, whatever, do you? It was my idea, though it's not really my idea. It's an expansion off of somebody else's idea. So a Ricola cough drop, the standard lemon and menthol or whatever cough drop of a Ricola that they have, the original one. If you look at like the ingredients of it, it's pretty much like 20 different like plants and some lemon juice and things like that. So it's like I got the lemon tree. I'm already kind of working on some of the ingredients that I need for it. I want to basically grow all the different herbs and plants that are the ingredients of like a Ricola cough drop, and basically make a medicinal mead using it. So you get the honey, the lemon, all that stuff, mix it all together, add some, winemaker's yeast, ferment it, and then basically, you'll have a cough syrup, or, who knows what other sorts of like just generally holistic benefits it could have, with the honey with elderberries and throwing elderberries in there, and then I know elderberry blossom is one of the ingredients of it, and I already have elderberries, so do that. So like it's just an idea that will eventually come to fruition, but like I just want to be able to kind of, I don't know if I'll ever have enough time to truly do everything all at once, all on my own. It's so much to take on, and without, while trying to actually have a full-time job and continue to make money, like I don't have enough time to do all these other things and like truly be self-sustaining. But like, it's just to be able to say that I could do that, or that I have done that, or something like. It's just fun to think about. And yeah, my budgies are pretty happy. How you doing, Aquaballs? Great to see you here. Just got back home. Cool. I don't remember where you said you were going when you were in Brian's stream. See you later, Harrison Tropicals. Gotta mow the lawn, so yeah. Yeah, I try to keep myself busy, but then also like I need time to just shut down and relax too. I work so hard during the week that when Saturday rolls around, I just want to sleep until like noon. So if you're watching the stream and you won, one of my giveaways for my 400 subscriber stream, like I'm sorry, I apologize, but I still have all that stuff here. I haven't been able to send it out yet. Not only have I been super busy and just exhausted, too exhausted to wake up early and ship stuff on a Saturday morning, or get to the post office to get the boxes at least. I've been going through a couple different things, spending too much money on, saltwater things, and then the pond and all that. Like I kind of spent a little bit too much money at once. And so I'm kind of broke right now, trying to, get myself back in order, and if you've been following my channel, you know that that's not necessarily anything new with me. I kind of go through weird little cycles of buy a whole bunch of stuff, don't buy anything at all, and then buy a whole bunch of stuff, and then like don't buy anything at all. Kind of like weird, depressive cycles and things like that too. So it's always something that I'm working on every day, and I just try to make every day better than the last, and to continue to learn from my different, mistakes and things like that. But yes, trying to grow my own food and things like that. And yeah, I've been getting down into this pond, getting all into the clay, getting like some of the rock. Like there's some rock and stuff way down in there. Like yeah, Fishy Bizz is joking about the bedrock, but there's definitely been lots of rocks down there and some really big roots. But as I've been taking the dirt out with all the clay and everything else too, like I've been adding it into my garden and a couple other little weird areas in my yard that kind of have weird dips and stuff, trying to kind of even out my yard a little bit, but then adding most of it into my garden because my garden is not only kind of sunken down from constantly tilling it up and the dirt, becoming plant matter and growing into plants like, so just adding more good deep soil into my garden. And man, I don't know if I'm gonna get that garden going this year or not. It's getting kind of late in the year already. I feel like it's not too late to grow some stuff. My bee balm, which is a type of aromatic plant like herb, that actually came back this year, so I have a nice one of the corners in my garden just has a nice little bush of bee balm that helps attract bees, just to make everything else better in my yard too. And so that came back, and so I might get some other herbs and things like that going. I'm just gonna probably try and grow some easy stuff. I still have my dad's electric tiller or whatever from anybody that watched any of my gardening videos last year. So once I get all that dirt dug up from the pond and added in there, I'll till up the whole garden area again and mix it all together. Maybe add a little bit more potting soil, from like a Home Depot or something like into there, just to add a whole bunch of nutrients into the dirt, more like even more nutrients and stuff. And then I'll grow a couple things. I didn't get any success trying to get my chocolate reaper seeds to pop up in the closet with my lemon tree this year. So I think it's kind of late to get those seeds going. I might try and get a few more seeds going. Maybe I'll do that tonight. Like I'll see if I can get some seeds going. But it's getting a little bit late to get a pepper plant going. So if I'm gonna get any pepper plants, I'm just gonna buy an already growing plant from a nursery in the area. There's a lot of good like non-GMO nurseries in the area, and I always try and get something that's non-GMO, some form of heirloom plant. So my black raspberries, my golden raspberries, like all my blueberries, like everything that I get, it always says like certified non-GMO and all of that, because like screw Monsanto and Pfizer and all that stuff. Like the same people that make all of our medications, they own all of our food and all that stuff too. So they have a monopoly on things that go into us and out of us. So screw that. If you can grow it, do it. And also, like it's been scientifically proven. Like I have to look up the studies or whatever, but you can easily look up studies. I mean, do your own research. Don't listen to me or whatever. But you can you can it's it's actually good for you to get your hands in the dirt and have all the minerals and different things from the dirt, get into your skin and absorb all that. Like it's been proven that it's good for you. So, get your hands dirty, man. Like, you can wear gloves if you want to, but you got to at least do a little bit of work without gloves. You got to really get your hands in there and get your hands dirty. And, walk around barefoot sometimes too. Get yourself grounded. Feel the grass and the dirt between your toes and just feel the earth. It's just, you get a whole different sense of being when you truly connect with the soil around you, because you are nothing more than the soil around you. What you put into the ground turns into those plants, and then whether you eat the plants or you eat the animals that eat the plants, like, you get the nutrients from the plants, and the plants got their nutrients from the dirt. And so, like ash to ash, dust to dust, whatever garbage you want to talk about, like, it's kind of true too. Like, you gotta take care of yourself. And yeah, use your fish water. Oh man, definitely use your fish water. Like, that's what I do. Like, I do water changes. That's kind of one of the reasons as well as to why I still do my water changes with buckets, because then I get a bucket of water and I go and I water my blueberry bushes, and then I get another bucket of water and I go and I water all my blackberry area, and then I get another bucket of water and then I just throw it right out into the garden and just have it spread everywhere like a big old rain thing. And like, as long as you got good, strong plants, like, there's no worry about that. Like, if you got more sensitive plants, don't be like, throwing a whole bucket of water onto your garden. Like, you'll like knock over a lot of different, smaller plants and things like that. Yeah, the system has been trying to ban the real seeds for a long time, and to create, genetically modified seeds that I'm not even going to get into the whole like cancer or anything like that, but it's just they genetically modify plants to not produce seeds, so that you have to keep buying more seeds, so that you're constantly, buying into the system to grow your own stuff. And then they're, forcing farmers to use all their seeds and things like that too, to continue and all that. Part of the bottle. Yeah. Oh, it's Roland too. Well, later, Roland. I hope to get up to Fishtoberfest next year, maybe. Since this year my vacation is going to be the Triple Crown, I'm gonna maybe do Fishtoberfest next year. I think that would be pretty cool. Fly up to I think it's Washington, or no, Oregon, right? Portland, Oregon. Yeah, Oregon, I think, and go to Fishtoberfest, hang out with all the Northwest coasters. Yeah, this year is definitely the Triple Crown. Already got my ticket. Already got all that stuff figured out. But then I randomly got an email that now they're saying that I owe money for last year's ACA. And it's like, I'd have to request records to see a year back, like from my cell phone app. From my credit card, I can only view, like 6 months back or so. Like, they're talking like a whole year ago as to like last year's ACA. And it's like, why are you just now getting to me about like my card not going through? And if my card didn't go through, like, why did you tell me that it went through and give me a receipt and all that stuff for the auction and everything the year prior? So I'm just a little bit confused. And I'm not getting, any information away or anything like that. But I just kind of argued a little bit, and they're like, well, this is for last year's, ACA. I'm like, last year's, like, so I'm just not replying anymore. Like, it was a year ago, and if you're just now getting to me, and it was a year ago, like, it's obviously not that big of a deal. So, like, screw it. I'm pretty sure I paid. I don't remember having any credit card issues last year, and it was all good. So. Yep. So I already have my ticket and everything. I already have my time scheduled off, my vacation put in or whatever with Schwann's. So I'm definitely going. The only thing I haven't set up yet is hotel room. And that kind of goes along with the, I spent too much money on some different things and I'm kind of broke right now. Like, I know you just got to, like, basically book it. You don't got to pay for anything necessarily right now. But, like, I'm kind of taking my time with it. And I should be fine. And I'm thinking about, too, like, I'm just trying to get a hold of everybody who's going, too. Because I might be able to just, share a hotel room with somebody, which would actually be cheaper that way. So, like, if Terry ends up going, like, I could share a room with Terry. I wouldn't mind that. Gina, if you end up going too, like, we could share a room too, but you probably wouldn't want to. I kind of understand that, the whole. Everybody deserves, privacy. So I would much rather have my own room. I totally get that sort of thing. Like, I would much rather have my own room. But I'm also, about being frugal and trying to save money, got that from my dad. So Glassbox Hero stickers. I got a couple of these that I got to mail out to people. I got some stickers in from Adele and Skull and a couple other people. If you haven't sent me any stickers yet, like, my email is scrolling along the bottom and stuff. Send me an email, glassboxhero@gmail.com. And because I want your stickers. I'm putting them all over my saltwater stand. And I want the whole thing just filled up with Fish Fam stickers. So, and once you send me a sticker, like, I'll send you a sticker back. And maybe even a guitar pick or two. So, I got one from Adele. I got one from Skull. I got stickers from Jess with Mane Tails, Furs, and Fins. I have Terry's address now. So I'm going to send Terry's Tropical Tanks some stickers and guitar picks too. So yeah. Send me your stickers. And we're 5 minutes to Aquafunk. So, Ian, it's great to see you here and lurking and stuff. And if there's anybody has any question, Melvin Reef, great to see you here too. If anybody has any, like, last minute questions for me or whatever, definitely put them in chat. If you have any fish questions or whatever as well, like, I like to answer fish questions, and I haven't really gotten any good fish questions in quite some time since I haven't been working at the pet store and all that. So I kind of miss answering some fish questions, and I don't. Listening to the aquatic morning show while I'm at work, like there's always different fish questions and stuff that come up on there, but I'm not always in a spot where I can easily just, grab my phone and do talk to text. And some of the stuff, especially if you're using like scientific names and stuff like that, like I have no idea if the talk to text is even coming out right. Most of the time, like I can't even like look at my phone or whatever to see that it, actually came out right. I'm just sitting, driving along or whatever, do. Like, oh, Daniel's like colder water, and send like just to make sure that Jess knows stuff like that. And the 60 breeder project, it's coming along. I've gotten some more rocks here. Let me kind of show you guys what's going on as far as that. So I got just a couple minutes here. I'm going to use my phone. First things first, mute my TV so my voice doesn't come through or whatever. And then I'm going to drop myself down, and then I will be up on my phone. Okay. Here we go. Oh, man. Randall was actually out. Anyway, so the lighting is kind of terrible or whatever. But yeah, I got, my stickers. I got my Punchy Paint stickers, Stephen P. Skull, Jess, Danikin Aquatic, Zoo Med, Adele. Got my own Glass Box Hero sticker on there because, whatever. And so I've gotten more rocks. I've been kind of messing around with like different arches and things like that. There's like a terrible glare. Maybe if I come like inside the tank a little bit. Here we go. So you guys can kind of see like messing with different arches, things like that. I got lots of little pieces of rock too that I've just been kind of messing around with. But what I think I'm gonna do somewhat is definitely I'm gonna glue some of these big pieces together, but I'm not going to glue some of the smaller pieces on. That way, as some of the corals move on to like some of the smaller rocks, I can easily like just pull the smaller rock off and kind of frag the coral, and I can share corals with other people or move some corals into some other areas. I mean, I've just been kind of messing around with some different things. Nothing's really permanent yet. Got some, big rocks, some arches, some small rocks. Been kind of messing around with trying to get some different sort of like angles and crevices, kind of thinking about coral placement a little bit while also just trying to think about how I can make the rock look as cool as possible because you're pretty much only scaping with rock. So it's going to be pretty sweet. But anyway, guys, it's time to head over to Aquafunk. So I'm going to go right back over to my computer right quick to say my proper goodbyes. And let's say goodbye to Patrick Hardy and Chewy and Gina. Thanks. I'm glad you think it looks great. And yeah, playing around with it. Oh yeah, Chewy, I do like those old videos you post and stuff too. Thanks for the stream. You're welcome. And thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. If somebody wants to link Aquafunk, I know I got a couple mods in here, but I always pretty much always end up modding myself. So we'll just Aquafunk. Paste. There we go. A hobbit hole. Talk about my house. How quickly I can move around? No, I just move around really fast. My house isn't that big though. But anyway, everybody head on over to Aquafunk, and I hope you all have a great night, and I'll see you next time. So long, and thanks for the fish.
Okay, so what do you need besides a miracle?
Fish. Lots of fish.